friends, this is the MENTOJOY 2-in-1 Fantastic Animals Deer Transformed Unicorn, and this is one of the two builds. This is the primary build, which is the deer. The deer has antlers, it's got its entire body shape, and it's all attached to this foundation, this floral foundation. So let's take a turn around, see the whole thing before we go into detail looking at it. It's attached here at the back and as well as right on the torso with this axle, but the front two legs just sort of hover there in space. That's the full turnaround. Starting with its head, it has these unique eyes with the two white dots on it. It has antlers. The antlers don't use these little Technic pins that don't have friction. Means that these kind of slop around a little bit. But as far as the shaping goes, they use this dark brown. It's pretty nice. The head does have a little bit of adjustability. It's on a ball joint, and the ears are on hinges as well. So you can make those ears kind of go forward or back depending on how you want to do it. And as far as the shaping for the neck, really muscular, pretty nice. And then the front legs, the shoulders, the rear haunches are all built up really well using these newer semi-spherical pieces, and they are on hinges on the inside so they can actually be positioned and posed. The tail has a lot of detail as well, just using those pieces, and it's not accurate that much for an animal, but I can see what they're going for, which is a lot of fantasy related decoration. I mean, that would explain all the flowers coming out of the deer. You can see here on the other side there's flowers coming out of the deer. Unusual, you don't see that right in real life, coming out of the legs too. And then looking at the base, the flowers here are really well done. There's just this little old school trees in there. They're using a lot of blue pieces along with an actual flower piece here, and they use that flower piece again with a brown flower piece for the center, and then these sloped pieces, almost like a bloomin' onion style arrangement, which is really neat. And some other pieces here, and this is a built up kind of a, I don't know what that'd be, like a rock formation that happens there, and you can see here that the front legs are not attached to anything. Got a random spike here that I'm sure is used for the unicorn. And you are supposed to click the two rear legs in here. There's spots for them, so I've done that. They do bend here as well, and same in the front. These do bend up in the front. And then taking a closer look here, you can see the orange flower, and then this hot pink flower. It's built up mostly of unikitty tails, which is a neat technique as well. I don't know if Lego's already been doing that with their botanical series, so leave a comment if you know the answer to that. But there it is. That's the deer. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the MENTOJOY Deer with Lego's recent release for the Creator Deer, and it's not quite a fair comparison because this creator set, this is an alternate build. In the creator set, the main build is actually this horse, and then you get two alternate builds, the bear and then the deer. So it's not exactly correct, and there's still quite a bit of parts left over in this box. But you can see that the deer is a lighter nougat compared to their medium nougat that they're using. A lot smaller. Part of that is because it doesn't come with a base. Had it come with a base, maybe it would be lifted up about that high. But obviously you can see the MENTOJOY Deer is probably double the size in terms of mass. And then there is quite a bit more exposed light tan and other colors that are there. Neat build in the back. And as far as posability, not really any to speak of. Like you can turn them right at the hips. There's a bit of a slight amount of movement at the hips, and the tail and the head goes up and down and can be adjusted a little bit. But all those things are also present in this one, and can be posed and things like that. But I think the difference here is that this MENTOJOY one really is meant to be a display. You might be able to pull it off and have it stand on its own. And let's try that actually, and see how they compare. But as far as a display piece, you put it into place and then you just sort of don't touch it, because these floral pieces are also fragile, and there's floral pieces on it itself that can break off. And so if you're looking for a deer animal to play with, the Lego one is really good because it's just the deer and you can do with it what you want. It's not integrated into some other landscape. But this one definitely is something that you put up. It's quite striking if you had it on your shelf, something like that. So I can see the pros and the cons and the benefits for each type of. Here are the two models side by side. I've taken the base and pulled it off of there. And what I found is that this deer, although they add extra posability for the knees at the front and rear, that actually comes at the expense of being able to stand it up. I barely was able to get this to stand up. It took a lot of finessing to get it there, because the rear hips here, that's about as forward as they pivot. So they want to just collapse backwards, and everything just wants to collapse because of these additional hinges that they put in the knees. Whereas with something like this, I see why they didn't put anything in the knees, because had they done that, it would have been a lot, what's the word? It wouldn't have been as sturdy. And you can place it down, you can play with it. This one still is not playable. You pose it gingerly and then you walk away. You don't touch it. Another advantage actually the Lego one has is that its neck has this extra pivot point there, and this one does not. So this one, really great presence. It looks amazing. Is it playable? Not really. It's something that you would display. You build it, you display it, probably on the stand so it doesn't fall over. And then this one, the Lego one, it has a lot of charm and it has playability and posability as well. So they both have their benefits. But there's your look at the two side by side.